What's going on, guys? gtaonline here, and welcome back to another video. And today's going to be taking a look at the FIB files. This is the 2x cash and RP this week in GTA Online, so let's get into it. So obviously you can either start them at your computer or on the Darnell app in your phone, which allows you to do it from anywhere on the map, which I went to the garment factory to start, but I'll start it from my phone. Now this week, as you can see, we obviously have the fine art file as the priority file, and the other two, which are paying around 300k. Now, I would actually avoid the black box file because I've had a lot of bugs with this, especially with the Tula and hit reg. So, like, if I want to take down the helicopters, I have to, like, get out on foot sometimes. This one I've had so many bugs with that I'm just going to say avoid it. However, the other three are not too bad. Normally what I would do is I'd alternate between these two, but it seems like the Farnout file is only going to be able to be done once this week. It's the priority file. So we'll have to do the brute force file, even though I don't like it. Project Breakaway is fine, but anyways, I'm going to go ahead and still show you guys the fine art file. So for this one, it's pretty easy. Obviously, we got a setup cost, but this setup and this setup are really easy. This one's a pain in the ass, but it's also not hard. I want to start with the EMP charges. This one is really simple. I almost don't even need to show it. You basically go somewhere, take out some NPCs, and then you grab the EMP charges and bring them back. It's really easy. So we're just gonna go ahead. Obviously, having like a helicopter and oppressor gonna make it a little bit quicker. So now that we're here, we're simply just gonna go ahead and take out all the NPCs. Shouldn't be too hard. There's like 10 of them or so. Um, 2 left. Okay, didn't fire there. There we go. Now we gotta lower the container, which we gotta do is just shoot the lock or whatever it's called. Right up there. Then I want to open the container, which I think it is this side. Alright, there are the EMP charges. We'll take those, deliver them back, and that's the first setup. Alright, so for the second setup, what we're doing for this one is we're basically gonna go and steal a drone and use it to scan this guy's face. It should be pretty easy. I mean, the only hard part of this, that I can think, is, okay, well, the helicopter's destroyed, so... But yeah, so I think the only hard part to this setup is probably gonna be, finding the guy. He likes to move around a lot to different locations, so it is a little annoying sometimes, but the setup overall is just easy. It's just a little bit annoying. So we're gonna go ahead to Alta, and we're going to steal the drone. Okay, again, missiles here make it very easy. Okay, there we go. Put this down like right here. We're getting shot by this guy, but we'll go ahead and deal with him. Alright, open the trunk here. Take the drone. Right, now Jody's gonna give us a location to where we need to go. I know one of the locations is on the very west side of the map, on like the beach there, but I don't know where this one is necessarily. Okay, it's gonna be at like the Richmond Hotel or whatever. Alright, so she's gonna send us the image. It's always the guy in the red, it's not too hard, you just have to look for him. So we'll head to the vantage point here. Now, I don't know where the guy is here. I know with the other location, he's normally like out back. Like, you know, facing the ocean if you're on the coast there. I don't really want to stand here because it's a little close to the helicopter blades, but... Right, so my guess is he's gonna be, like, up on one of the higher levels, but I really don't know. Didn't seem to be here. Maybe on this side? Don't see him there. Alright. Maybe here somewhere? Alright. Well, I don't see him. So probably means he's down on the bottom floor somewhere. Ah, here he is. So we're just gonna go here and then the scan. So we'll scan his face. Just want to make sure it turns green, then we can just exit the drone. Just make sure you don't okay. Yeah, of course. I gotta deploy the drone again because it totally didn't scan his face. So that's what I was trying to show you not to do. But for some reason, this shit is so glitchy that it didn't register the fact that I literally finished scanning his face. So don't do what I did and just wait till it tells you to exit the drone, I guess. Oh, this is... So we scan it, it's positive. Now we can exit? Yeah, okay. I don't know what's up with that, but is what it is. Anyways, that's all we gotta do now for the second setup, so we will start the third one as soon as we leave the area. Alright, super annoying, but we got it. Anyways, next up is the final setup, which is the approach vehicle. Now, for this one, what we're doing is we're going to head to LSIA and we're going to have to steal a helicopter, and we'll have to disable some power generators to start. For this one, I recommend you fully snack up and have body armor as well, because although it's not like hard, you will get shot because it's not possible to do it without getting shot. It's dumb, but that's just how it is. So I'd recommend having that, and then really when you get there, I would just try to take out as many NPCs as you can before moving, because the more NPCs you're able to take out faster, like, the quicker it'll be, because that way, or the easier it'll be, because there'll be less people to shoot you. So I hate this setup though, I really do. Anyways, here we are. So there's a couple of guys to take out on the way. Oh, burn him. Alright, I'm gonna switch to a combat MG for the bigger mag size and higher damage per shot. Be a guy up here, I know I locked onto him. Oh, I think he glitched into the wall and died. So that's new, I haven't seen that before, but that just shows you how buggy these things are. Alright, so we're in here, I don't know how I got shot through the wall, but so be it, I'm still getting shot. Through the fucking wall here. Alright, there's literally nobody there. I can't shoot that guy. Anyways, we gotta take out these security terminals so we can leave the hangar. So take them out when you can. I don't even want to shoot that guy. Jesus Christ, the auto aim is really messing with me right now. Yep, take them all out. I need to snack up because I'm like half health here. Keep working our way. I like to go to the other side first because I seem to find that that's where like the security terminals are harder to take out. If you come over here and take them out like from this side, it just seems easier. Now it doesn't matter what helicopter we steal either, so don't worry about like going for the best one. Just take whatever one you can, basically. Alright, there's two of those. There's one there. There's one there. So now that we got all of them, I'm gonna start working my way down. I'm gonna take out any guys that I find over here. Like, especially these guys that like to hide. Basically, I'm just gonna start working my way down. I'm just gonna re-equip snacks and body armor. And yeah, so I'm gonna work my way down. I'm basically just gonna get the first helicopter that I can. I'm not gonna go for like a certain one. So, man, there are a lot of NPCs. Okay, not ideal, but we'll take it. Can I like, yeah, go to that guy. Alright, we'll take the Swift, because this is the closest one. And then it'll just pop us out the hangar. And now we're gonna go park it on the rooftop for the finale. And yeah. So, not too hard, just a little bit annoying. Once you do it a couple times, if you haven't done it before, it should be pretty easy. Okay, stash this here. Leave the area, which what I'm gonna do is just... Okay, I'm dead. Not ideal, but anyways, that'll get us a little bit away. So we'll run just to the garment factory, and that should be, I think, far enough. Take the bike. Alright, there we go. I'm gonna go start the finale now. That's not the right app. There we go. Alright, so for what we're doing here is we're basically gonna go to this rich guy's office and we're gonna steal some artifacts, I guess. Basically all that we really need to focus on is just kinda, I mean, really nothing. There's not anything that's really hard in this setup, or this finale. I'd say the hardest part is probably hacking, because it takes a little while. Okay, wrong side of the ladder. Here we go. I know the ladder can be used to access the roof, game. That's probably what I was gonna do, but, you know. Anyways, we're gonna hop in the Swift here. So once we get to the office, we'll have to do a little hack. It's pretty easy. It's kind of like, I guess it's sort of like the Fleeka job hacks, where you gotta like align the wires or whatever. I think it is for this. It's not too hard. Anyways, once we're inside, we want to keep stealthy for as long as we can. It'll just help overall with not getting shot at all. Which is good because at the end of the finale, once we try to leave the office, I believe we go to the garage and we're gonna get shot at. So keeping stealth for as long as we can is nice because it means less snacks and body armor. So we're gonna go ahead and land this chopper up here. There should be a guard here. Yeah, there is. So come over here and take him out. So now we gotta hack this door. Okay, so I think probably gonna be somewhat like this. That should align there, that can align there, goes there, and this goes here. I think, yeah, that's it. So as you saw, I simply just aligned the wire that'll allow us inside. So once we're here, we got a couple of guards to take out. Take out him. Then him. A couple more guards, but I think we can just go ahead and start planting the EMPs. Yep. There. One here. I believe I can go through this way. No, I can't. One here, and one here. So now it wants us to go down the stairs, but there will be a couple more NPCs. I believe one of them is going to be right here, yep. And there's going to be the two right there, as you can see on the mini-map. Perfect. So we're not going to trigger the EMP yet, even though we can trigger it right here. We're going to go over to this hatch. Then here, this is going to save us some time because it's going to immediately tell us to go down the hatch after we trigger it. But we don't have to do anything, it puts us right in. Now once you're in here, you're going to have to locate a switch. Now, from my experience, these guys always detect you no matter what. The switch, though, is always going to be under this little table right here. I'm going to take out that guy. The switch is right here. You're going to hit it to reveal the hidden room. And that'll open up. No guys here right now. So we're going to go over to the control panel here. And this is what we did the facial recognition for, basically. Well. Okay, we gotta do a fingerprint clone. It's been a while since I've done this, so I apologize if I say anything that's wrong. Go. That's one. So good there. Final one. I think I might have gone one too far. I think I screwed up one of them. Okay, we'll just 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 5. There we go. Alright, a little bit longer than that last one, but we got it eventually. So, there we go. Now we scan his face, and that should open it up. Alright, so I don't know if it really matters, but I always steal from the sides first, because when you steal that last one, that's going to trigger the alarm. Don't really know if it matters or if you really get much more value, but hey, steal what extra we can. So, do that. Then we steal the actual thing. So there it is. Now, exiting here, I believe they spawn 2 NPCs. Yep. Okay, I ran out of ammo, unfortunately, but still have like half body armor. Alright, so now we exit the garage. This is why I said we want to not get detected, because we can keep our health for this here. Okay. So there's not too many guys here, but they do shoot you a bit, so it's nice to not be shot. There is like a lot of guys that spawn up there. I'm gonna introduce them to my rocket launcher. And the last guy here, we'll take the Banshee. I'm gonna heal up and equip some body armor. I'm gonna duck by holding A, but I think we're good here. Alright, and now we're just gonna deliver the statue to the buyer, and we'll get our 600k for this one, which my recording is about 22 minutes, so say 25 minutes for 600k. Alright, there it is. That should be our 600k here. We get this little cutscene, then we'll get like the actual like screen where it tells us how much we made and if we got the bonus objectives. So there we go, file complete. We obviously got all the contents, enter the penthouse unprotected, and hitting the switch in 60 seconds, which gives us an extra 50k. So 662k I believe it was. So definitely worth. So that's a fine art file. Alright, so for the next one we're doing Project Breakaway. There is a little cooldown you gotta wait, but I'm obviously gonna cut that out. For this we have 3 setups. They're all pretty easy. Mobile tracking is the first one. For this one, we're basically going to go and take an RC Bandito and we're going to park it in the back of a, like a truck, and that's going to put it in the place we need for the finale. I'm going to get rid of that helicopter, and I'm just going to request a Mark II here. But I'm getting rid of the helicopter so I can respawn it. We'll also return the arrow. But anyways, now that we have that, I believe the location is going to be at one of the bridges over here. Not mistaken, but I could be wrong. It's like... Okay, never mind. Not for this time. There is a location at one of these bridges over here, but for this one we're going to Rockford Hills. So we'll head there. Okay, I'm not gonna shoot anyone yet. Bars. So I'm gonna trigger the checkpoint here. But here's the RC Bandito right here in this crate. So we'll take control of it here. Right. So they're gonna find some trucks for us and go to. We have to find. They give us like an area. We have to go and find the actual truck when we're in the area. But also, fun fact: if you didn't realize, Eberhardt Security, the people out of the Titan, were basically invading their van. Right. Little Easter egg there. Realized. Okay, I don't see it there, so it's probably up here somewhere. There it is. So we'll pull up behind it. I'm gonna wait because all the voice lines. So basically what's gonna happen is they're gonna open the door here once we finish unlocking it. Then we're just gonna park the RC Bandito inside. You gotta stay like really close to this thing to stay in the range. I'm gonna park like off to the side so the ramp goes down. Just go up here and like here we go. Alright, now we just simply leave the area and we're done with that. So super easy. Oh. Alright, there we go. For the next one here, we're gonna steal some thermal charges. I can't lie, I actually don't remember the setup. So we're just gonna go ahead and do it, and I'll kind of live commentate it. So I'm assuming we're gonna have to go to like the military base or something, but I could be wrong. I hate the fact that they make it so like the characters have to complete their voice lines before telling you what to do. So annoying. Okay, well, that's in Toledo Bay, isn't it? Alright, so we're basically here. If I remember correctly, I do think we have to like search the major body, or like one of the military guy's body for like some schedule or something, but I could be wrong. Anyways, Suppressor Mark II is nice for this. Oh. So, we're gonna take these guys out here. I guess there's no body to search, but there should be a delivery list somewhere. Not mean to climb on top. Here it is. So we'll take a picture of it. So, alright, I think we're gonna go to a new spot, and that might be where the thermal charges are, but it shouldn't be too far from here. But wait for her voice lines. I have block on there. Okay, this is just civilians though. I think it's gonna be somewhere in this vicinity, maybe. Oh no, it's gonna be all the way. Alright, well, it's far, so I'll probably cut the video again and catch you guys once we get there. Alright, so here we're gonna go ahead and take out a bunch of these guys. Should be all of them. Here, we'll out of here. Right. Side here. Okay, so I guess it's different. Maybe on location for this setup, because normally there's like a guy you gotta take out before you break in, I think, but that could be a different mission. Wait, oh yeah, that is a different mission. Alright, I was thought about the wrong mission. This one, we're just going to the warehouse, we're gonna steal it. We're not gonna get a truck to drive back. We're simply just gonna steal these charges, deliver them back. My bad. Like I said though, I don't do these missions long enough, or often enough at all, so... Can you, like, you know... There we go. Right. Compressor, and head back, and we should be good. So, there we go. We're gonna go ahead and start the third and final setup. I don't remember this one at all, either, so if I say something wrong, then, yeah. That's just how it is. So we'll hop on the Mark II here and see what we're doing. Alright, you shut up and tell me where to go. I really hate the fact that they don't tell you where to go while they're doing their stupid voice lines. It's annoying as in everything. But can you just tell me where the fuck to go and not your life story? Wait for her to stop fucking talking. Oh, of course, I went past where I was supposed to. Not that I knew, but... Anyways, now that we can finally do the damn mission... Alright. Break into this apartment down here. There's... Oh. Alright, I thought there was gonna be... But... You know the malware's... It's downstairs. Keypad here, we're gonna hack. Right. Very easy hack here. Go. Then I don't know why we need a cutscene for that, but sure. Okay, yeah, there's a couple in here. I believe the guy actually runs with the malware. Maybe not. Grab that. Leave the basement. Okay, out of the apartment. We'll just jump this. Okay, yeah, so he is running now. Out with the missile. Photograph his body, so I guess doesn't really matter. I don't think with the malware, but I can't see his body, but apparently that's good enough. So we photographed that, and I think that's it. Yep, right. We'll bring this back to the garment factory and then start the finale. So I'm gonna just park this here. There we go. Alright, there we go. Finale time. So for the finale, we're gonna go to like some type of warehouse or something. And basically, what's gonna happen is when we try to break in, they're gonna activate some gas. And we'll use the RC car to blow up like where the gas is being emitted to from, to like, so we can go in. Then we're just gonna steal a bunch of shit and that's basically it. It's a pretty easy heist, as long as you don't take too much damage, obviously. But like the gas, once you take it out with the RC car, is easily avoided. Okay, we'll use Shockify to locate it here. It's gonna be this direction. Right here. There's a bunch of security, so we're gonna go ahead and take them out. Can I... There we go. I don't know why I couldn't take him out. You're dead? Yeah. I'm gonna heal up and reapply body armor before I go in there, just cause that's safe here. Right, it tells me to go to the thing, but the icon disappeared off my map, so I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do, but I think this is the area that I'm supposed to be at. But yep, we're gonna control the RC Bandito here. There we go. Right, so we gotta find where the gas is being emitted from, which I believe there. Yeah, I don't know what happened to my mini map, but something happened, and I'm not happy about it. Anyways, there we go. Are we able to enter now? Again, I don't know what's happening, but game's being really weird. Anyways, I think we got in there, so we're good. So, we just gotta avoid that one area with the gas there. These are the things we're supposed to steal, so we're not gonna go there because... well, it'll be easier if we don't, because we don't wanna get those first. Alright, plug in the malware here. Can we do... there we go. Now we gotta hack the terminal, which I don't think there's actually any hack involved here. There is. These always make like a kind of word. In this case, it's gonna be brass, but it'll normally be some type of word. Like I think one is major, and then maybe some other ones. Ow. Yeah, you do gotta watch out for these guys coming like in from other areas, but anyways, that with I don't think there's anything in here to steal. There is stuff in here. Okay, we gotta wait for the malware to upload. In that case, I'm just gonna take cover here. Okay. But yeah, more guys spawn. Not too big of an issue. Fill up. They can take cover like this. Alright, there we go. Malware is finally uploaded. So now we can go around and plant thermal charges to steal stuff. I just gotta wait for probably more voice lines here. Just kind of waiting until it lets me, but I'm pretty sure there's voice lines going. There's nothing in here to get out. We'll start here. I know where the hard drives are. They're in the one back there. So we'll just go ahead and plant a thermal charge here. While we wait, we'll plant one here as soon as that one goes out. Go. And then is there anything in here? It looks like there is not. So we'll start stealing stuff now. So black books, which are like tablets and phones, we'll take all of those. Then we'll head back over here. We got some server blades. Don't really know what these are, but they look like floppy disks or something. Anyways, we got those. Now we will avoid the gas as much as we can and open this. And get the hard drives. And there we go. Alright, now that we stole everything, we're simply going to leave. Okay, I'll deliver the hard drives to the buyer, but you gotta let me leave the thing. There we go. Alright, there is a lot of NPCs, unfortunately. I don't like that. We like... no, we don't want to shoot an RPG, that would not be good here. There we go, we'll get the heck out of here. It lets me, that is. There we go. I'm just gonna eat snacks real quick. We should be all good, I think. Go ahead and deliver these to the buyer and get our payment. I've been doing this for about 20 minutes, so say 20 minutes for Project Breakaway. Right, and there we are. So, file complete. We didn't get 15 headshots, so only an extra 20k, but still not too bad. 320k is decent for about 20 minutes work. So, we'll have to wait the cooldown, but then we will do the brute force file. So, for our last file, we're doing the brute force file. Now, you could do the black box file if you want. I just don't like it because I've had more issues on that than all the other ones. So, for the first setup here though, basically we're going to steal some gear. Now, I might be wrong here, so I'm not positive, but I believe this is the one where we actually gotta go to the lockup, take out a bunch of guys outside, and take the truck back to the garment factory. Where is this? Oh my god. Humane Labs? That's annoying. Anyways, we'll go ahead and head there, I guess. Thankfully with this, this file, even though a couple of the setups are actually pretty hard, or the setups in Finale are like a lot harder than normal, there is one, the override key. You literally just, basically you just, I think, if I'm not mistaken, you go to the casino, the guy just gives it to you and you bring it back. But I'm 90% sure that's what it is, but I could be wrong. I don't do these files often because they're really not a great source of money when they're not doubled. This week, I think they're probably the best way because you can make like, you know, probably I'd say $1 mil an hour if you're fast enough. So it's not bad, but I mean, it isn't ideal, obviously. Because you do have things like KO that pay you $1 mil, so they also only take about an hour. So I mean, anyways, though, yeah, I'll cut this part out, but maybe not. Alright, so here we are. We're gonna go ahead and take out all these guys outside. And I guess we'll blow up the insurgent while we're at it. Maybe not. Better. Alright, so we're here. We're gonna go ahead and break in. Yeah, so bunch of guys in here. Which no work. Taking them all out. I do see sometimes in this mission I see more of them spawn, so just keep in mind about that. I don't know if they actually like spawn in or maybe they just didn't appear on my map, but I swear I've taken them all out and then more spawned. So let me shoot the Damn, this auto aim sometimes really screws me over. Okay, no ammo, and I can't shoot the guy that's right in front of me for some reason. Anyways, we got all of them now. We'll just start searching. I don't know if there's like a certain one that always has it, but I'm pretty sure it's actually not this one. Oh, it is. Alright. Yeah, I'd just search them. I mean, there's only 3 anyways. So we got the armor there. I don't know why I'm in first person. Anyways. Oh yeah, so at this point, we're basically just gonna go deliver this back to the garment factory, and that'll be it for this setup. Alright, so there we go. We're gonna go ahead and do the easy casino one now. Yeah, we'll visit the contact and set the music blocker. That's how easy this is. We're just gonna visit the guy, he'll give us the shit, and we bring it back, and then we move on to the final setup, which I believe is the EMP, but I could be wrong. That might be what we're doing. I don't actually need the waypoint. We're just gonna head to the music locker. You know where the casino is, you know where the music. That easy. Right. Alright, that didn't really work. There we go. Alright. Alright, so we gotta find the guy here, which normally isn't that hard to find. He's gonna be on his own. Yeah, there he is. Right here. This is the guy. So we'll get that. And we will head back to the garment factory. Right. There we go. Alright, so now on to the third one. Operation equipment. I have no idea. This might be the one with the major that I've been saying about each time, but I don't know. Okay, so to the military lockup we go. Right, so we're gonna go ahead and take out, there's gonna be a lot of NPCs here, but there's an NCO, which technically an NCO is not a major in military rank, but doesn't really matter. Anyways, we're gonna take his pass, which will allow us to get in here, I think. Anyways, there's a shit ton of NPCs in here, so combat MG it is. So basically, we're just gonna steal a military vehicle. Doesn't matter which one, but I'd recommend not the big ass truck. But, you know, really up to you. Like, I think I'm just gonna take the Crusader. It's pretty quick. So we're just gonna put it about here. Smash it. Tell us to leave the area, but we can literally just go to the garment factory. That's the area. So we're gonna head over to where we stashed the Crusader. And then I think we have to drive that all the way to Fort Zancudo, unfortunately. So it is a little annoying. This one's a bit longer, but it's not like that hard, I guess. It isn't the easiest. Alright. So we'll head on to Fort Zancudo now. Alright, so here we are at Fort Zancudo. Basically, what we're gonna do is we're gonna pretend like we're a military person, and we're gonna go into this hangar. Now, in the hangar, you can stealth take out all the people, but last time I did this, they always just seem to detect you at some point. So I don't want to go in loud, but I might just. I'm gonna try to do it stealth, but we'll probably end up in a full-fledged firefight. So, anyways, though, we're just gonna park this here. Okay. Park it like so. Then we're gonna head over to this guy. We're gonna show him our pass by shoving it in his face. And then he'll let us in here. So we're gonna go straight to the elevator and take that down to the underground hangar. I hate how slow it makes me walk, but not too bad. Anyways, there we go. Now we're down here. There's a bunch of enemies. And yeah, we just are supposed to go stealthy. So do my best to do so. Pretty good. We'll take you out. I'm gonna avoid the NPCs that I can. Okay, this is a bit awkward here. I have a feeling if I take him out, he would. I don't think I got spotted. Yeah, we seem to be good. Can I climb? No. Just gonna squeeze past them. Then we're gonna take out you. Then we need to take out you. And then we're gonna take out you. We should be able to go through here. Okay, I think you can take him out. And it's okay. Also, you guys might recognize this interior here from the Doomsday heist. Now, I believe there's a Juggernaut here. But I think there's also some normal PCs. We'll kill him, him. I believe the Juggernaut, yeah. Anyways, he's back there. We'll go to work on him. I don't actually think dying actually matters, so we're probably fine. We're just gonna shoot until he drops. There we go. I believe this is the loading bay here. Should be at least. Yeah, there we go. We'll hack this control panel. It's gonna be corpse or core. Go. Right, no enemies here, so we're just gonna go ahead and take the scarab. And then we're gonna drive this thing out. Uh-oh, override key first, then I can drive. Okay, come on. Override the thing already. There we go. So, alright, so here we are basically at the buyer. We're gonna go ahead and drop this thing off. And we will get our payment. So, Go. Little cutscene as per usual. There we go, file complete. Now enter area A undetected. I think I only failed because I blew myself up. I don't know how you're supposed to destroy 5 vehicles with the Scarab. That's nearly impossible as far as I'm aware. Anyways, there it is. If you guys liked or enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you didn't like it, leave a dislike. Subscribe for more content. Only about 35% of you guys subscribed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.